go again. Ready?
Keep the backing walking.
Money talks, what the is he saying? Huh? You can ask his, then ask his who the man. Bro, them get the steppin' like parades about them bands. My little Tinkerbell, cause I'm fly as Peter Pan. Yeah, let's go, get some money, they playin'. Hopped up out this cyber truck, my wrist cost a lamb. I'm tired of buying cars to my driveway jam. The neighbors still trying to figure out who I am, who I be. To these weak. They say money talk, put diamonds in my teeth. I be Louis down with Jordans on my feet. Messed up in your yard like trick or treat. You better play your cards right, you better not ever reach. For this chain over here, I underneath. Yeah, I ripped that 5, but I the 6 feet. Big. Let's go, 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 let's go.
I picked up, let's go. She had too much fun. I think she got too motor in the trunk. Up out the roof. Got a. I think she lost one shoe. Gang the truth. I told her, oh my F's, you got the juice. I pulled up at her friend's house and kicked her out the coop. Gave it the boot. Bye bye. Yeah, she. Untamed gorilla that was born in the zoo. That's why you so rude. Buddha is you. I been this way since school. Spent the whole million on one set, it's ocean blue. That's why you so up, cause I pay my dues.
Let's go, 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 let's go,
getting kind of dangerous. Feels like it's a load. My mind is turning like a cloud of dust. My heart always wants to run. Oh, if you want to cowboy on a white horse, riding out into the sunset, if
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's get set.
And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. And he'll get this to the 32. When you look at this defense, this crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
It's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. Fights him off. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The Bengals at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing to start the drive. Dodson flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a second down and 9.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down.
Here we go.
Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete.
And down inside the 15 he goes. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a 1st down. Burrow will throw.
And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again.
And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Gun. Dad.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets him on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick 6.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick 6s and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Burrow on play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow.
Open man is Yoshivas.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To the air again, Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Charlie Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense able to stop this guy.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. 54 yards.
And the Dragons are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Burrow looking to pass.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second down and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll go up the middle here with Moss.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From midfield now, Burrow.
Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted.
The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 1. Moss on the give up the middle.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Here we go. Here we go.
First down, they stay with Moss on the ground. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Right back to Moss.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Moss is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through.
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals.
Zach Moss, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Chicago.
Trey Tucker,
70 yards.
And the Dragons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's
guy,
going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
On second down, it's Moss again. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
On 1, ready?
And the Bengals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Open man is Chase, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
11.
Here's Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
They'll run out of the gun with Moss.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
11, Thomas.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
Now it's Burrow. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence?
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked by Logan Wilson.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this 1st half. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Able to locate his running back, open downfield. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy.
McPherson's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a give up the middle. Oh, able to avoid him, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain of 12 yards that time. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Again, it's Edwards. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. White will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Carlson on for the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
Here we go.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Third down, here's a run by Moss.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That's to his tight end, All.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. A short throw there pulled in by All. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
4th down, but Burrow stays put. They're going for it.
Here we go. 11 MT.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale.
Yeah.
Because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on 4th down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
Eluding the pressure right. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Looking to throw. Dodson.
That's caught by Tucker.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A nice throw there by the young rookie from Penn State, and it's a 1st down.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 27. Back to throw. Dodson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Trey Hendrickson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Looking to throw. Dodson.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Here comes third and about a foot.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards.
And Edwards trying to push forward, but unsuccessful. They stop him short of the marker.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On fourth down, Dodson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out, and the Bengals will get the football back.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16.
They'll start on the ground with Moss.
Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showing some tough running there.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
12.
Jones now in motion left. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
12.
Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
66 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Gun.
They'll run on first down with Moss.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Here we go.
Back to throw. And this is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Throw left side complete to Chase.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Burrow will throw.
Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Again, it's Burrow. This will be caught at about the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
11 mighty. Good set.
On the give, this is Moss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
180. Stop.
They'll go again here with Moss. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Running left is Edwards. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be smart.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff running through the middle. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
This is 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Well, the noise got to be an issue now offensively. Here's 3rd and 6.
Back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get...
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next to score, Dragons 42, Bengals 38.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. 11. 11, Thomas. Stop.
To throw, Burrow.
Escaping the pressure right.
He will find his man Chase complete.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Burrow.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Stop.
Throwing, Burrow.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And that is dropped. Oh, my goodness. That could have been a game changer, but he could not hang on. What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffer the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for Chicago, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
wave. Had to part ways with the sad vibe, bad guy, you might be a villain today. Ask God why I didn't get an answer. Why I lose my brother to why I lose my grandma to cancer? Why me, God, I need answers. Why young straight out of Atlanta? Why the judge and the cops trying to jam us? Why I keep getting all of these chances? Why me, God, I need answers. Speak your mind and you might get counseled. Pinky ring and it cost me a phantom. The witness, the evidence tampered. Dirty money, the safest to
Bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out. Bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out.
VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Both feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got it, but shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now, don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, hit. Before I sat down, still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, put my Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chat Town. I got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front to back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's a kid with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by, I'm moving the bricks. You talk about, now we're doing it, prick. You in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it truly be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of my time. I caught the chromed out, hard talk, career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't I get better with time. Who got a flow and a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front the back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do when you show up on the scene? 1 or 2 drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I gotta get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show 'em this ain't the squad or a sucker to test. Pimp, my too large and we way too fresh. Work well with and quick to check a lane like a game of chess. You wanna be better, bring your best. Cause we be standing in your front yard yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All my hot girls yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. All the dope boys yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front to back, they yelling, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Front yard